Hey guys, welcome back once again to Let's Discuss Assassin's Creed Unity. I just want to quickly say sorry for not getting this out sooner. I had to redo the video again, so I apologise for that. Today I'm excited because we're going to be talking about the reason why I, year after year, go and buy Assassin's Creed. And that reason is the modern day story. Now, I know there's quite a few people who don't actually like the modern day story, but on the flip side of that, there is a lot who actually do, me being one in particular. So I think it's best to start off at Black Flag and just give my opinion on how I think that will tie into Assassin's Creed Unity. The modern day story in Black Flag was a complete shambles in my opinion. It just felt like a slap in the face to all those modern day story fans, purely because we were given the bare minimum in terms of modern day story content. It was like they'd forgot completely about it and they had to patch something together just to put it in the game. But I'm fairly optimistic about what we'll see in Assassin's Creed Unity. In Black Flag, we actually never got to see who the modern day protagonist was, but I actually believe it's a female, and I'm sure that I read somewhere that it was. I'm actually quite excited about this because it could link into the Adam and Eve storyline that was mentioned back in Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 3. Now, if you can, trace your mind back to the end of Black Flag. William sends us an email saying that he will be in touch soon, which more or less confirms that William, Sean and Rebecca will have some sort of part to play in Unity. How they're implemented will more or less make or break the modern day story for me. The past 3 games have been awful in modern day story content. I think it is fair to say that. But I do think that Assassin's Creed Unity does actually have the chance to bring something new and hopefully revive the modern day story. So here's what I'd like to see. It should begin by revealing who the protagonist is and what the protagonist actually looks like, and then maybe having to break out of Abstergo Entertainment because they found out what you've been doing. What I'm actually hoping for is that William, Sean and Rebecca will be waiting outside ready to take us off to where we'll be spending most of our time. Hopefully it will be a major city that we actually go to. Obviously what I've just said is a little bland and a little basic, but I do think it is a good foundation to build from. Now, once we get to the place where we'll be spending most of our time, we'll obviously have to go into the Animus and do what we usually do. But what I'm hoping for is the return of the modern day missions like we saw in Assassin's Creed 3. But this time round done in a way that is actually fun and interesting. Because I think in Assassin's Creed 3, they had the fundamental idea of what they wanted to do, but how the missions actually played out wasn't done in a very enjoyable way. I think because Unity is being made for next gen only, these missions should be done in a open world format alongside a modern day city being open world as well. Now what I mean by that is, wherever the modern day story is actually set, I think we should be able to go out and explore the city that we're in. But I think what a good idea would be is that we have to use stealth to get around the city so we aren't caught by Abstergo. If this is done in the right way, then I think it could be a fun little playground to mess about in when we want to take a break out of the Animus. I also think it could be used as a starting point for modern day missions as well. Mission wise, I'd say 5 to 6 modern day missions is a reasonable amount, maybe lasting for around half an hour. What I'm hoping for story wise is that the modern day protagonist can control the apple, which again would link into the Adam and Eve storyline, and then we'll put into the Animus so the bleeding effect can take place and we eventually learn how to stop Juno. I do think that Assassin's Creed Unity will involve a lot more of Juno, and I am actually putting my money on the ending involving us trying to stop Juno in some way. I'm not going to lie, I think I could actually go on for days about this, so I do think it is best that I stop here. What I will say is this: if the modern day story is done correctly, and they use the next gen consoles to their advantage, then I think we will see one of the best modern day story games in the series. But again, it does depend on how much focus they actually put onto the modern day story. If they put the same amount of focus as they did in Black Flag on the modern day story, then I think my time with Assassin's Creed will be over. Remember to put what you'd like to see in the modern day story in the comment section below. Also, tell me if you're bothered about the modern day story at all, or if you'd just rather see it scrapped from the game. But, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.